Hello everybody and welcome to Learn English with Chris Teacher. Before I start today's video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who left me a question in the comment section below. In today's video, I'm going to be answering every single one of them questions, so let's get into it. Okay, so our first question comes from Pretty HJS, and the question is, why did I come to South Korea? Right, so in the summer of 2017, I came to South Korea for the first time on a vacation. I met friends and I went traveling. I traveled to Jeju, Busan, Daegu, Gyeongju, Andong, Seoul. I saw so many things, and I was only here for I think about 11 or 12 days. But I saw so many things and I absolutely loved it here. I loved the culture, I loved the people, I loved the traditions, and most importantly, I loved the food. I remember that vacation actually, I was quite sick actually. I had an upset stomach for many days, but I can just remember the taste of the food. It was just unique and I loved it. And coming from London, maybe I can remember there was like one Korean restaurant, but now it's absolutely blown up and there are lots and lots of Korean restaurants now in London and all around the United Kingdom, and in fact probably popping up all over the world. So I just fell in love with it and I decided there and then that I wanted to come back and live here. 4 years later, I'm still here, and the great thing about it is all the things that I fell in love with is now going around the world, and all Korea is being recognized now for all of these great things. So first of all, K-pop. I know Blackpink and BTS are now worldwide famous, very, very popular around the world. I know that K-dramas, the Korean dramas, are now popular all over the world. The most popular being probably Squid Game on Netflix. And also the food. Like I said before, when I lived in London, there was maybe one Korean restaurant. I'd never tried Korean food before coming here. And now I know from watching videos on YouTube that there are lots and lots of Korean restaurants popping up all over the UK. I hope this answered the first question. Okay. My next question comes from a good friend of mine, Luke, who lives in Dubai. And he asked me, what is the biggest thing I've learnt while living and working in South Korea? And trust Luke to give me probably the hardest question to answer. I guess two stages here. What have I learned by living in Korea? What have I learned by working in Korea? So first of all, let's talk about living. I already knew that I was quite an independent person. I could live on my own. I can survive. But coming to South Korea was a whole new ball game. So I came to a country that speaks a different language, came to a country that has different rules, different regulations, different ways of working. Even the most simple things such as crossing the road is a lot different here. 1, jaywalking is illegal. 2, if there's what we call in the UK a zebra crossing, the white and black lines, you can't just walk across it. You have to watch out for cars because they will not be stopping. But what have I learned by living here? I learned that I can. That's a big thing. If I can live here, I can live anywhere in the world. I've learned a lot about learning a new culture and adapting and thriving in that new culture. I feel like I've adapted really well to Korean culture. I'm very accepting and open, and you have to have that mindset when you go into a foreign country and you live there. You gotta realize it's not your own country. The rules are not going to be the same. The people are not going to be the same. You have to understand that, and you have to adapt yourself to their culture. You can't go to a foreign country. I've seen a lot of foreigners here in Korea. They come to Korea and they think, why are they not doing it like I have in the UK, or how I live in America? Why are they not doing this? Because it's not America, it's not England, it's Korea. They are different, and it is different here. And actually, it's probably better here in a lot of ways. Not always. There are some things that I find frustrating, but it's a way of life. You have to adapt to that. So yeah, I've learned a lot about myself and how well and how easily I adapted to my life here. And the thing that I found the hardest was the working culture. Not that I don't work hard in the UK. We work hard. We work very hard. We work long hours. But the difference is in the UK, I feel like we have a saying, you work to live, you don't live to work. So you work hard, but then at the end of it, you have vacation days, you go out, you enjoy life. Work isn't the only thing in life. You shouldn't have the mindset of just work, 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 work. You actually should have the mindset of, what do I want to do after work? What do I want to do on my vacation? Work is a means to an end, meaning I work to make the money so I can enjoy my life. Career, what I've found personally, is very different. It's very much life is work. And I kind of get it because of where career was to where it is today. It's grown very, very quickly. It's gone from a fairly poor nation to one of the richest nations in the world in such a short space of time as well, since the Korean War ended, or not ended, but they came to the divide. So I get it. The Korean people have worked extremely hard to move their country to where it is today. However, me living here is very difficult to just work, very little vacation day, long hours, working very hard. And I personally got it lucky. I still get 15 days vacation. I know a lot of my Korean friends, they get maybe 2 days vacation a year. That's not including national holiday. National holidays are different. For example, I don't get all the national holidays, whereas my Korean friends do. They get, I think, 15 national holidays, but then in terms of their own vacation days, they get like 2 days. That's it. So generally they build it onto a national holiday. So for example, Chuseok, they might get 3 days in the week as Chuseok, and then they'll add 2 extra days to make the whole week off. So yeah, I've learned a lot living here. I've loved every moment of it, the good and the bad. But my advice to anyone thinking about moving to a foreign country, being an expat, you have to be adaptable and you have to understand that this is not your country, it's going to be different, and you have to live by their rules, their way of life. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Luke. That's about a 5-minute answer, so lots of detail there for you. Okay, my next question comes from TL Pumpkin Pie, and her question has 3 parts. TL Pumpkin Pie is one of my students, Tina Lena. She is in some of my videos actually, well, her voice. So check out them videos, here, and here. And let's get into her question. So question 1 is, what's my favorite movie? Question 2 is, what is my favorite Korean food? And question 3 is, why did I decide to run a YouTube channel? I think I got them mixed up actually. I think the YouTube channel one was 2nd and the Korean food one was 3rd. So my favorite movie is Shawshank Redemption. It is a very good movie. I enjoyed it thoroughly, hence why it's my favorite movie. I think you're a bit too young to watch it, Tina. Maybe when you're older, you can watch it. It's old movie. I think it came out in the 90s, I want to say, or early 2000s. But yeah, very, very good movie. But movies that I would suggest, on Disney Plus, I watched a movie called Luca recently. That was very fun. I think you'd enjoy it thoroughly. Okay, question number 2. I'm going to skip, I'll leave that till last. So number 3, let's go to that one. What is my favorite Korean food? Of course, you will know this already in class because I have a song about it. But my favorite food in the winter months is chamchi kimchi jjigae, which is, chamchi is tuna, and kimchi jjigae is kimchi stew. Very, very delicious. And in the summer, I love mulnaengmyeon, which is basically cold or ice noodles. Very, very delicious. And finally, why did I decide to run a YouTube channel? So my first channel, Johanja Chris, Traveller Chris, I started because I wanted to show my friends and family back in England my life in South Korea. Unfortunately, because of COVID, they can't travel to Korea and visit me here. However, I wanted to show them my experiences and show them what it's like here. I started my second channel because it's kind of like my dream to one day open my own academy, and I thought this would be a good portfolio for me to get students. So if they're following me on YouTube, it'll be easier for me to attract students to join my academy. So that's why I started the 2 channels. Hope that answers your question, Tina Lena Pumpkin Pie. Okay, the next question is from Jae-Ming Kim, and it is, do I have any plans to make a gaming channel? The answer is no, not right now. I used to have a Twitch account. McMills777 was my username. However, I don't really have time these days to do much gaming. Who knows in the future, maybe I will. If you think I should, then leave me a comment and tell me what games should I play if you want to see me have a gaming channel. Okay, my next question is from Pepe Doc. Sorry if I pronounce that wrong. My Korean isn't very good. And this user asked me, what do I think of Parole characters? I don't watch Parole. However, my 2 nieces back in Scotland, in the United Kingdom, they both, I believe, watch or used to watch Parole. I've watched some that my students have told me to watch, especially the dubbed ones, the comedy ones, which are funny. If I had to choose a favorite Parole character, I would choose Poby. Okay. My next question is from the user Dale Martin, and he asks, is it true that I am 7 foot 4 inches? I'm guessing height. That is 224 centimeters tall. No, I'm not that tall. I know I may seem like a god and very tall to you, but no. I am 179 centimeters tall. I'll let you work out what that is in feet and inches. But no, I'm not 7 foot 4. Okay, my next question comes from Nugunga. Hope I pronounced that correctly. And they asked me, who is my favorite idol group? In terms of K-pop, I don't mind K-pop. K-pop's okay. It's quite upbeat and happy music normally. If I had to choose one, I would probably say I prefer Blackpink to BTS and the others that are there. Yeah, so I choose Blackpink. Okay, my final question today comes from Ginzadu, and he asks, what is my favourite game? Now, these days I don't get to game as much as I used to, or as much as I would like, because I'm very busy with work and with other things going on in my life. However, in the past, I used to stream on Twitch. The games I mainly played was FIFA, so the football game, soccer game. I used to play that a lot online. It's very fun, very competitive. And the other game that I really liked to play with my friends was GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto 5. That was very fun to play. You could do car racing, you could do heists and other things like that. So it was very fun. So those were the 2 games I enjoyed playing, were FIFA and GTA 5. Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope I answered your questions well. I hope you learned a little bit more about me. If you like this video, please leave me the thumbs up, the like, leave a comment, share with your friends, subscribe. And if you have any more questions for me, go down in the comments and type them up. Ask me anything you like, as long as it's appropriate, and I will try to answer them. Okay, have a great day. Bye.